Hey, y'all. My mama and daddy named me Christopher Columbus Keith, but I go by Kit. I was born on March 23rd in 1836 in Wake County, North Carolina. Daddy's name was Daniel, and mama was Obedience, but she went by Beatty. And they were 31 and 32 when I was born. Daddy was a farmer, and like most of the folks in the area, he grew cotton. Mama was quite popular in the area and loved to dance. She square danced even after she became too old to balance herself and would need help standing. They would have dances at her place all the time, and it became known as the Beatty Place. Now, I had two sisters and four brothers. The oldest was Julia, then my older brother, George, then me, then Hillman, my little sister, Frances, and my youngest brother, Simeon. On October 11th, 1853, when I was 17, I married my sweetheart, Emily Hawkins Glenn. She was 23 at the time. We lived in the Stony Hill Church community, but we attended the New Light Baptist Church about 5 miles up the road and across the creek. I had my first child, a boy, in 1854. We named him Hillman after his uncle. Soon we had a couple more boys, Christopher Jr., Duncan, Joseph. And then in 1860, when I was 24, we had our first little girl, Ella. The next year, we had another boy, Riley. Then I volunteered for the war. A ways after the war was over, in 1872, when I was 36, we had our last little baby girl, Emily. All in all, we ended up with 33 grandchildren. In 1860, President Lincoln was elected. Now, he was a Federalist, and he wasn't much interested in the plight of our states in the South. First, South Carolina seceded, and then other states followed. On April 12th, in 1861, we heard about the bombardment of Fort Sumter in South Carolina, and President Lincoln calling for 75,000 men in a militia. Well, the war had started, and North Carolina joined the secession on May 20th, 1861. I signed up, and two of my brothers did, Hillman and Simeon. Now, Hillman was assigned to the North Carolina 14th Regiment and was seriously wounded at Chancellorsville. He was discharged and received a lifetime disability pension. Simeon joined up as well. I'm not sure when, but thank the Lord, all of us came home to our families. The war affected all of us. Toward the end of the war, the Yankees came through the area. Most of the farmers hid their horses and stock, but the Yanks found Diddy's horses and took them. They tied them up at their camp. When darkness came, some of the men from the farm snuck in and untied the horses and took them to a new hiding place. The Yanks didn't try to take them again. For me, I was assigned to the 4th North Carolina Regiment. We saw a lot of action. During the Battle of Fair Oaks, we went to the battle with 545 men, and we lost 486 of them, including all but one of our officers. We marched north into Maryland and eventually into Pennsylvania. We fought in Gettysburg and there took more federal prisoners than we had men. In Appomattox, we fought the last battle of the war. It was tough for us. We didn't have any food. We tried to forage and find low food in the area, but there was just so many men, there was not much around. We would get a little oatmeal or cornmeal, and we'd make a paste out of it. We'd wrap it around the ramrods of our gun and cook it over fire. Well, then General Lee surrendered at Appomattox on April 9th, 1865, and the war was over. I found my way back to my darling Emily. Diddy passed away in 1871 when I was 35, and Mama in 1887 when I was 50. I spend my time taking care of the farm, and I so enjoy having my grandchildren all around. They're growing up so fast, though.